said, you know what, we're going to fund research differently than anybody has before. So we used to get all these RFPs, requests for grants, that we couldn't fund it because as much money as we had, we never had enough. So then we say, you know what, we're going to get bigger grants, but there's a rule, there's a caveat. The caveat is that from now on, you're going to share your findings with all the other researchers who are going to be part of a consortium that you're going to be now a card-carrying member. So research up until that point was proprietary. Nobody would share it because the reason you committed your life's quest to it was that someday you'd find that inevitable cure and you'd make a ton of money and it would have been all worthwhile. But now there's a bigger cause, there's a bigger effort. So everybody's going to share their findings, get rid of all the redundancy, all the duplicity, and we're all going to get so much closer, and we're all going to share in the rewards of having done that. And that has been, it's changed the way research is done today, and they're doing it in other areas now too, I believe, and it's been extraordinary. So, but bringing kind of creative thinking, problem solving, different ways of looking at what you're doing, where you're going is critical. And I know, and it's what I love to do, and it's what challenges me every day. And what I think I'm going to do is, I mean, fashion is, you know, I used to say it's fashion important. It doesn't really change people's lives, and I would make both those arguments in my sleep. And I'd say, in one regard, if every store in America closed tomorrow, every shoe store, hardly a woman would go barefoot for 14 and a half years. And there is not a woman in America that needs another pair of black shoes. And that said, I have to make them think they do, and glad they thought it. But on the other hand, and fashion is all defining. You wake up in the morning, you look in the mirror, and if you think you look good, you're going to have a great day. You're going to relax, you're going to smile, you're going to take on the world on your terms. If you think you don't, you might as well lie down in front of the first Ford truck that you see and you encounter, because nothing's going to go right for you that day. So, but on the other hand, if you can't feed your family, you can't pay your bills, then fashion is irrelevant. So I make both those arguments every day, and I love the fact that I get to kind of play the role that I do. I'm just going to leave you with one little story which I love to tell, and then we'll let Mark take it from there. It's a story of this old retired Ford engineer who was driving down a highway one night, and his wife calls him on the phone, and she says, "Honey, you better get home fast. I just heard there's a lunatic on the same road you're on driving in the wrong direction." And he says to himself, "Sweetheart, it's worse than that. There are hundreds of them."
All right, we'll take it from there.